Hi everybody. It's been 3 months since I made a video. Many things have happened in that 3 months. Exhausting things. In the last 2 weeks it's been very eventful, let me put it that way. Mom's still kicking. I was inspired to make this video for 2 reasons. Kenny from Life on Beagle Road, go check their channel out. They're a pretty awesome family. Yeah, I watched his Motivation Monday video. That was a kick in the pants. I have been a sloth this summer. The heat's really got to me. Mom's not an excuse, but she is there, and I am taking care of her. Takes a lifetime. The other thing that made me make this video was Brooke from Girl in the Woods. Check her video camera out, her video channel out too. She was Brooke Whipple. She was on Alone series, and I follow her and her husband. Bush Radical is his channel. But she recently bought some land in the UP, Michigan, Upper Peninsula, for those of you who don't know what UP means. I'm watching her clear her land. I'm watching her enjoy being on her land. And I am so antsy to get my own. Very antsy to go get my own. It will happen. Timing's everything. I've been watching Zillow and Trulio or Trulia, or whatever it's called, and there's some land that's right up my alley. Some properties that are just the bomb, and I can't do anything. When Justin Rhodes was on his Great America farm tour, I went to his last stop, and he went around and asked everybody, what is it you're growing? Who are you? What are you growing? And I told him I was growing stacks of paper with lots of knowledge and things I want to implement when I get my land. It's still growing. But things changed. I thought other ways to do things. I thought of other things I wanted to do. I thought of things that were like, well, that was stupid. Why do I want to do that when I could do this? So things change. Every day is different. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's circumstance and opportunities are different. Mine will come, and I know that. Maybe it's not going to get here like I want it to. Then again, I don't want it to, because then I lose Mom. Mom's pretty much gone. It's Mr. Alzheimer's, and he keeps her fingers in her mouth. He makes her teeth take her teeth out at the weirdest of times. He makes her go at the dining room table once every meal. Not because she's got something in her throat, but just it needs to be done one time at least of every meal. Nasty. Things have really gotten out of hand. 2 weeks ago, she took a spill. One of the things that is like a constant thing to say in this house is don't walk with things in your hands. You're unsteady on your feet. You can't hang on to anything if you feel like you're going to fall. Don't carry things. Well, one day, she got a glass of water, and she was walking to her chair, and down she went. Cranium meets hardwood floor. Blood meets varnish. If it was one of my kids, I probably would have ice packed it, cleaned it up, ice packed it, saw how bad it was. You know, kept them awake, made sure they were okay. His mom took her to the ER. You know, she doesn't leave the house. Took her to the ER. 7 hours later, and 3 staples in the head. We got to go home. And we had breakfast and went to bed. I was tired. Skip 4 days later, and my son says, Mom, I'm going to the hospital. What for? I think I'm having a heart attack. My son's 29 or 28. He's 28 this year. Oh my gosh, I'm old. Ended up having an appendectomy and a hernia repaired that night. So it's been a fun few weeks. The reason Mom doesn't leave the house, I've said it in another video, I'm sure. The last time, well, it's been a few times since then because of the hospital stuff, but the time that she stopped going out, when I brought her home, she cried because she wasn't at home. She wanted to go home. That was hard. That was very hard. Emotionally for me and for her. And I thought if I don't take her out, she won't get confused. So she hadn't been anywhere for about 6 months. Then I had to take her, get her thyroid blood work done. This was before she fell. The office was closed when we got there. Joy, joy, joy. So I decided we'd go for a ride. And she kept her gloves in her hands so she wasn't picking, digging, and scratching, or putting them in her mouth. And we had a lovely time. We drove through the county park, which brings me back to Brooke and wanting to get out in the woods. Really want to get out there. And we had a wonderful time. We had a great, enjoyable afternoon. We got dinner through drive-thru, came home and ate it. And she never once said, I want to go home. She never said anything about it. And so it was like, win-win, yay, we can go now. I wonder if my notifications are going to show up on my channel. I hope not. Oh well, if they do, they do. Enjoy. This is what I watch. Not all of it. Some of it's garbage they send me saying, hey, check this out. So if it's one of those, not my fault. If you check it out, not my fault. Hospital. Every time we have a large gathering of people, usually within 2 days, Mom has the little downturn. You know what I'm talking about, the thing where you go, steps. The hospital was no different. Then we had to go back to the doctor, get her staples out. And this was just this last Friday. Sorry, I'm getting comfortable. That was hard. She didn't keep her gloves on, fingers in her mouth, teeth out of her mouth. Not a care in the world, just doing her own thing. This is not comfortable. I'm sorry, that's not comfortable. It was not a good time. And we got home, and it was a big drop. A very big drop. She's looking for her dad. She's looking for her dad. I saw a dad in that room. He's got to be here somewhere. She's looking for her sister. I'm her mom. It's hard emotionally. I imagine if I was a caregiver that was just paid and didn't know the woman, didn't know her background, didn't know, didn't love her. Maybe a little easier. Maybe if this is something that I was trained for, a little easier. It's getting hard. My mom taught Sunday school for 40 some odd years. And now she rips things. I say rips things. We give her magazines all the time. They're her magazines. Don't care. She rips them. Doesn't care. She tears out individual pieces. And she started tearing her Bible apart. It's a book. God's Word is in many books. It's not a special Bible. It's not one handed down in the family. But it's God's Word. If she knew she was doing it, she'd be horrified. That's hard. That's hard. Watching her do things I know she would never do. Never do in her right mind. You pick yourself up. It's a new day. Go on. You go forward. You really do. That's your mentality. You have to do. And you have to realize nothing you can do can change it. It doesn't get better because you try this or try that or do this or do that. It's the norm. And it only goes downhill. A funny. Oh gosh. There's so many. And of course I can't think of one right off the top of my head, but I know I laugh a lot. Oh, I know. On our trip, our driving around in the park, she said, "It's just ridiculous." What's ridiculous, Mom? That people climb these trees and cut the tops off. They're all different heights, and one's pointy and one's round. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, right, Mom. Okay. With that, I'm going to say good night. And I hope this video finds you well. And welcome all new subscribers. I've had a few over the past few days, and of course there's no new videos to let them know an update. There you go. Oh, I got my blueberry seeds started and they're growing. Happy camper. Sorry, happy dance in my head. You don't want to see me dance for real. God bless you and yours. Bye.